4 of the 1975 World Series on Inside Pitch. We are looking at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. That is the site of Game 4. The home team has won all three games. So, as such, the Phillies and Yankees lead it 2-1, based on the fact that the home team has won every game. Game 4 starters are the same as Game 1 starters. Steve Carlton against Catfish Hunter. And yes, I'm trying to get back into this. You're going to still hear sniffles. My nose is still kind of stuffed up. Voice has gotten better, at least in theory. And I'm going to try to avoid coughing. So a lot of stuff going on, but I really want to get this project done so I can move on to other things. And so that's what we got going on. Carlton will be taking his warm-up tosses. Must-win game for the Phillies again. You don't want to go down 3-1, or that would be probably more trouble than what it's worth. So, all right. Hello, Mr. Robert. Good to see you. I'm going to try to get through this game without coughing or doing too much. It's still fighting this cold. It just won't seem to go away, but got to try to get this stuff done. That's the other alternative. So, Phillies and the Yankees, Game 4. Yankees lead 2-1, but the Phillies do have the momentum of a crushing Game 3 victory over the Yankees. And just a quick update, since I'm using a 3-man rotation instead of a 4-man rotation, I have increased the bullpen pitchers by 1. So the Phillies have added Wayne Simpson to their bullpen, and the Yankees have added Larry Gura to their bullpen. So we have 7 bullpen pitchers available along with the 3 starters. That gives us the 10-man pitching staff. So just thought that was something that needed to be done since we're only doing a 3-man rotation. All right, so Bobby Bonds will lead things off against Steve Carlton. 6-4, that's a strikeout chance. 10, got him. Bobby Bonds does strike out a lot. That's one thing he does do. Unfortunately, since I'm doing a live, I don't have the pause button, so if I cough or if I feel a cough coming on, I will try to push the mic away a little bit and not have it go in your ear, but we'll see. Sometimes you just got to, go with what you got, and stuff happens. Carlton now, 3-4. That's a possible error on a throw. Here's Alomar. 2-1. It's a ground ball to third. That's a 20, so Mike Schmidt's not going to make a throwing error. That's going to be an easy play. Well, not an easy play, but he'll make it. Get those true hops on the carpet here at Veterans Stadium, so hopefully that cuts down the error chances a little bit. I'm trying to, RJL, but seeing everybody else doing all the streaming, I'm like, hey, I'm falling behind here. So Carlton, 6-1 is a walk plus. Roy White walks at a 9 against lefty, so the plus will give him that walk. So a 2-out walk to Roy White. I have my moments. Sometimes I'm doing really good. The next thing I got a coughing spell. So hopefully I'm in the really good part, not the coughing spell part. All right, first strategy roll of the game. Roy White, 12, nothing's happening. That brings up the captain, Thurman Munson. Carlton, 6-3, strikeout chance 15 is way too high for that. 5-4, that is a single to center field, and now we bring in the base running chart for the first time. Gary Maddox does have that great arm in center for the Phillies. So to get from first to third on single to center, you lose 3. There are 2 outs. That gives him a +1, makes it a -2. He's a 3, so that makes it a 1. Roy White can get third base on a 1. Other than that, he's got to hold. And he's got to hold. So he stops at second, large part in due to the good arm from Gary Maddox. So first and second, 2 down. 2-out rally for the Yankees. And that brings up the third baseman, Greg Nettles, lefty on lefty matchup. Nothing for strategy. Carlton, 3-5 is a walk chance. 13 is going to be too much. So we go to Nettles. Finish the at-bat. 1-5. It's a power result to center field, but it only goes to 8. But that's a 4. That's all he needed. 3 to 8 is a triple against lefties. So 2-out rally magic here. Greg Nettles, a 2-run triple. 2-run triple with 2 outs. After Carlton gets the first 2 outs of the ball game, The 2-out walk to White really comes back to bite him, as it's a 2-run triple for Greg Nettles. And that'll bring up Chambliss. Nothing on the strategy. Carlton trying to get out of this mess. Already giving Catfish Hunter a 2-0 lead to work with. 3-4, possible error on a throw. Last thing Carlton needs is an error. We got a 5-4. It's a fly to right. Good thing it's a fly ball because that was a 1 that would have been an error. But the fly to right is handled by Johnstone to end the inning. But for the Yankees, they pick up 2 runs. They do it on 2 hits, no errors, and they lead Nettles at third. But at the end of half an inning of play at the Vet, it's already the Yankees 2 and the Phillies coming to bat. Greg Nettles, that 2-run triple, did it for him. And now the Phillies have their work cut out for them against the Catfish. And here's Dave Cash. Hunter, 3-6. That's the ballpark card going to Veterans Stadium for the first time. Check out Veterans Stadium. We get a 1-2. It's a ground ball to third. Nettles, the offensive hero in the top of the first, makes a nice play to start the bottom of the first as Cash grounds out 5-3. Brings up Larry Boa. Hunter, 6-3. He's not tired, obviously. Second batter of the game, so no single there. Mr. Boa, 4-4, is a fly to left field. Roy White puts that away. 2 up and 2 down. And Mr. Hunter is not messing around. Here's Mike Schmidt, 4-6. Home run question mark. As soon as I say he's not messing around, we got a 1-20. And, of course, Schmidt's a 20. So that is long, and that is gone. Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt. And as Hall Notes would say, she's gone. So it's a 2-out home run for Mike Schmidt. Cuts the lead to 2-1. Hunter, 4-5. Strikeout chance 9. Got Luzinski to end the inning. But the Phillies answer on a Michael Jack Schmidt home run to cut the lead to 2-1 after 1. So it's supposed to be a pitcher's duel, but both of them getting roughed up a little bit here in the first inning. We'll see what happens here in the second. Lou Piniella, right fielder. Got a bad average, but his defense is good. But I'm seriously considering bringing in Walt Williams to play right field one of these games because you just need some offense sometimes. Carlton, 5-2 is a range play. We're going to Piniella for the range. 5-3. That's a single to short, but it is a range play for Boa, although Boa is not very good. He's only a 2. So a 1-2, and he'll make this play. He does. So Larry Boa. A little extra effort there on that AstroTurf. It's going to get by him faster, but this one he was able to handle. Hello, Phoenix Knight. How are you doing? Good to see you. All right, here's Fred Chicken Stanley. Almost a Suidites, but the red die came back. 2-2, strikeout chance 6. Too high. Stanley only strikes out at 4, but the stadium adds 3, so that 7 is better than that 6, so it will be a strikeout thanks to Veterans Stadium. So Carlton gets the benefit of the vet, and now we got the 1969 Yankee pitcher hitting card we're going to use for Catfish. 5-2 is a range play. Go to Catfish, 6-5, grounded to short. So again, another range check for Boa. He's a 2, remember. But this time he cannot make the play, so Catfish gets the hit. So an inside pitch, even bad hitters can get hits off of failed range plays. So no one's ever hopeless at the plate. There's always a chance of something going on. Strategy roll for a pickoff, nothing's happening. Carlton to Bonds, he struck him out his first time up. 3-1's a walk chance, so this time he's going to walk him. So all of a sudden, 2-out rally again might be haunting Carlton. Getting up a single to the pitcher, Hunter, and now walking Bonds. And here's Alomar. Carlton cannot afford any more 2-out runs to come across the plate. Carlton 2-6, ballpark card again going to Veterans Stadium for Sandy Alomar, who has very little power. 4-6, but he will be enough of a power to double to center field according to the chart, or according to the ballpark. So that's a double. It's going to score Catfish. Bonds runs very well. It runs at a 4 with 2 outs. It becomes a 5. The double to center against the Phillies, you don't do anything. It's a 0. So anything other than a 6, then Bonds will score. It's a 6. So let's check and see if there's a possible throw out. We go to the chart. Maddox is a -2 arm, which means a 1 to 5. We go to that third die roll. But it's a 6, so he's going to hold. So how about that? He screeches to a halt. Screeches to a halt. Yeah, Chuck, singing is not my forte, but I just thought I'd do it just to be different. I got to come up with some kind of a home run thing besides Kaboom, because that's kind of RJL's thing, and I don't want to. And As Long as It's Gone, it's kind of a Tenacious Earl thing, so I got to find something for myself. But I don't know. I'll figure something out. Maybe 2024, my goal will be to get a home run call that I can actually use. We shall see. Hello, Troy. How are you doing? Hello, Chuck, and hello, Forever Maine. Strategy roll for Carlton. He's already given up 1 run. Bonds could try to steal home, but we're not going to do that. So here's Roy White. Carlton 1-4 range play, but there are 2 outs there. Everybody's back. Whoops, Suadice. I knew it was going to happen eventually. White, 4-1. Power result to right field. That's a 2. That's a base hit to right, but it is a range play for Johnstone. Jay Johnstone, again, is only a 2 in right field. So if he doesn't make this catch, it's probably a 2-run single. He does. So an outstanding play by Jay Johnstone saves 2 possible runs and keeps Carlton in the game. A nice play there as Johnstone ranged far to his right, and as the great Jerry Coleman used to say, you can hang a star on that. But the Yankees do get a run. They do it on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. So we go to the bottom of the second. It's 3-1 Yankees. Carlton having a rough time of it, but actually with a couple of decent range plays that were made, it could have been a lot worse. You could be looking at 4 or 5 to nothing very easily, but we shall see. All right. Whew. Trying to get through this without coughing or doing anything else. All right. Fortunately, you can't catch what I have through the microphone, so that's a good thing. Catfish 4-2, and that's an automatic out on a star line. So we go to Dick Allen, and it's a 5, which is a ground ball to Schmidt. 1 away. Dick Allen is out of there. Now here's Jay Johnstone who made that nice play. Catfish to Johnstone. Another star line. Catfish found a second star line. And this one again is a ground ball to Nettles for 2 quick outs. 2 up and 2 down. Brings up Gary Maddox. Hunter, a 6-4, possible error on a throw. 2-2. It's a single to second. There's not going to be a throw because that's just a base hit. Nobody else is on. So it's a 2-out single for Gary Maddox. And that'll bring up Carlton's personal catcher, Tim McCarver. Nothing on the strategy. Catfish to McCarver. 1-6 is a strikeout chance, 14 too high. Go to McCarver. 6-1 lines it hard, but right to Chambliss to end the inning. Could have been a potential double play had it been less than 2 outs, but that's the 3rd out, so no runs a hit, no errors, and a man left for the Phillies. And after 2 complete, it is the Yankees 3 and the Phillies 1. Carlton's got to regroup. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, then he runs into trouble. So got to get things going. Munson singled and scored his first time up. He scored on that Nettles triple. 3-6. That's the ballpark card going back to Veterans Stadium. It's a good hitter's park, so keep going back there. It's going to burn the pitcher eventually. 1-2. Not this time, though. It's a ground ball to Schmidt. It's a pretty safe place to hit it. If you're the pitcher, you know Schmidt's going to make the play majority of the time. 1 away. Here's Nettles. He had that big triple. 3-6. We're back to the ballpark again for Nettles. 3-5, and that's a star 4, which is a ground ball to Cash at second. He'll make his first play of the game. 2 up and 2 down. Where we've seen this movie before. Carlton's gotten the first 2 outs in the first 2 innings. and then ran into all kinds of issues. So let's see if he can get Chambliss and get out of the inning. 4-5 is a pitcher result, but against the left-hander, that is blank. So we go to Chambliss. 2-4. It's a pop to short. Boa puts it away, and finally a 3-up and 3-down inning for Mr. Carlton. We go to the bottom of the third. Still 3-1. But at least there's hope if you are the Phillies. And Carlton will be the leadoff hitter. He's not a bad hitter, 156. Nothing great, but not totally horrible. 5-6, and we're back to the ball. Boy, we're just going to Veterans Stadium left and right here. 1-3 is a ground ball to first and handled easily by Chambliss. He'll take it to the bag himself. 1 away. Back to the top of the order for Dave Cash. Cash grounded to Nettles his first time up. 4-2, and that's another star line that found by Jim Hunter. Catfish gets another ground. Every time he hits a star line, they seem to ground it to Nettles. That seems to be the thing. So second time Cash is grounded to Nettles. That'll bring up Larry Boa. Larry Boa with 2 outs and the base is clear. Catfish, 6-2. Range play. We're going to a range play on Boa's card. 5-4, and that is a star 3, which is a fly to center. So we're looking at the range of Bonds. And in center field, in right field, he's a 4. But in center field, he's only a 3. So 1-3, he'll make the catch. He does not. It's a 4, so he's going to be a failed catch. Is it a single or a double? It is a double for Larry Boa because that's 6. He rolled a 5 or a 6 when the second roll becomes a double instead of a single. So Larry Boa, a 2-out double. And maybe the Phillies can get some 2-out magic going as they got Mike Schmidt. He homered his first time up. See what he can do. Catfish, 6-6, another star line. He just finds those star lines left and right. And this one's a fly to left to end the inning as Schmidt got up under it. And that's going to do it for the Phillies. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 3 at the Vet. It's still 3-1 favor of the Yankees, who already lead the series 2-1. Home team has won every game, but the Yankees are challenging that right now. Here's Lou Piniella. Sweet Lou grounded to short his first time up. 5-5 is a walk chance. 13 is too much, so we go to Lou. 2-4, and that is a single against the lefty. That's why he's in there against the left-hander. He gets that split. So Lou Piniella would have grounded out against the righty, but against the lefty, he gets the leadoff base hit. Now the infield's halfway, and that brings up Fred Stanley. 20, pickoff chance, or balk chance. 1-6 a balk, 7-11's a pickoff, 12's a pickoff error. That is an 8, so he's going to pick him off. Lou Piniella is just picked off first base to end the inning. I'm sorry, not to end the inning. It's first out of the inning. What am I talking about? First out of the inning, he gets picked off 1-3, and Carlton was really good at those pickoffs. That's why he's got such a good rating there. He picked him off, so that's 1 away. And we'll reboot with Carlton to Stanley. 5-4 is a blank to a righty. Go to Stanley. 1-3 is going to ground it to Schmidt. That's 2 down. So Lou Piniella not very happy about getting picked off. Bill Verdon not happy with him either. Here is Hunter. He singled off the stadium card his first time up. 3-6. He's going back to the stadium card. He's going to do it again, possibly. Or maybe it was a failed range play. I forget which one it was. 4-6. He's going to double to center field. How about that? Catfish on the ballpark card is going to double to center field. He's 2 for 2 with a single and a double. And he never hit all year. But you get these alternate places to check, and they can give you base hits. So nothing on the strategy there. Here's Carlton. 4-3 is a strikeout chance in Bonds. 19, though. He's 16, but the stadium's going to add 3. Gives him the 19. So, again, Veterans Stadium gives Steve Carlton the strikeout to end the inning. So he pitches around a single and a double thanks to a pickoff. So for the Yankees, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 3-1. Favor of the Pinstripers. Phillies need to get their act together before it gets late. Catfish to Luzinski. Luzinski struck out his first time up. 1-5, hit by pitch chance. But let's see. Luzinski hit by pitch is an 8. Catfish -3, so no hit by pitch. So Luzinski, 2-1. He's going to ground it to second, and Alomar is right there to make the play. One down, brings up Dick Allen. Hunter, 5-2, another star line. Boy, he's just finding those star lines left and right. He's got a bunch of them on his card, so he found it. And this time it's not a grounder to Nettles. It's a fly to center field, handled by Bonds. So 2 up and 2 down for Jay Johnstone, as Hunter tries to avoid this 2-out magic. 1-2 is a ball 1 on a wild pitch. Nobody on base. Catfish, 4-6. Home run question mark against a lefty, 1-9, but that's a 20, too high. So no home run chances for Johnstone, but he'll swing. 2-6, he's going to single to second base, or single right at second base. Alomar knocks it down, but can't make a play. And with 2 outs, they have a base runner. 20's a 1. Hunter needs a 1 to pick him off. He does not. Johnstone gets back. Hunter, 6-2, range play. We're going to Maddox for a range check. 1-3 is a ground ball to third. We're checking the range of Greg Nettles. Infield is back because of 2 outs. So Nettles keeps his full range, which just happens to be a 5. Best you can have. Both third basemen have a 5 range. So anything other than a 6, and he'll make the play. And he does. And we'll say he just goes a short way to second base to force Johnstone, call it 5-4 on the fielder's choice to end the inning. No runs a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 at the vet. It has got off to a fast start, 3-1, but the zeros have been cooking lately, as both pitchers have settled in. Both Hall of Famers have settled down. Top of the 5th, it'll be Mr. Alomar to lead off. He doubled his last time up. Carlton, 1-2, and that's a star line for Carlton. So Carlton says, anything you can do, Catfish, I can try to do it too. And that's a ground ball to Schmidt, 1 away. Pitchers love those star lines. Just means he was in control of the bat all the way and gets the easy out. Here's Roy White. I know it kind of looks unfair because the batter didn't get a chance, but it's just one of those at-bats where the pitcher just has complete control. That's the reasoning behind it. 6-2 is a possible error. 6-6, fly to center. No error there with a 17, so easy play there for Gary Maddox. 2 up and 2 down for Thurman Munson. And believe it or not, that's 3 in a row. Going for 4 in a row to retire for Carlton. 4-4, ball 1 on a wild pitch. And that doesn't sound like a big deal, but he hasn't retired 4 in a row all game. 1-6, that's a blank. We go to Munson to finish the at-bat. 3-2, it's a star 1. It's ground ball to Schmidt, and he does retire 4 in a row. 1-2-3 inning for Mr. Carlton, as he has settled in, but his team's got to get him some runs. That 2-run triple from Nettles still holding up as the backbreaker for him. Carlton's going to bat second this inning, but it's still too early to pinch hit for him. You got to let him keep pitching. Hunter, 6-2, range play for McCarver. So we go to McCarver's card for a range check. 5-2 is a single to first, but it's a range check on Chambliss. Chambliss is a 4, so 1-4, Chambliss will take this hit away. 5 or 6, the single will stand. It's a 1. He's going to take the hit away, so he flips it to Hunter covering. 3-1 if you're scoring at home, and if you're scoring at home, maybe you need therapy. All right, here's Carlton. Sorry about the cough, unavoidable. 3-2 is another range play. Going to Carlton. 5-6, that's a ground ball to short. We're checking the Fred Chicken Stanley range. His range is a 3. So 1-3, he makes the play. 4, 5, or 6, it's a base hit. It's a 6, so Carlton sneaks it by on the failed range play with a 1-out single. And the pitchers are 3 for 4 in this game. Very unusual, but they're getting some range play and ballpark results, which lead to that. Strategy roll. No 20, so no pickoff chance. Hunter, 6-3. He's not tired, so there's no single there. Cash, 1-3. That's a star 5. That's a ground ball to Nettles again. They seem to like to hit Nettles. I don't know why. We'll see if there's a double play chance. He's a 1. Pitcher has nothing. Halfway makes it a 2. The pivot is Alomar. And he is a +1 pivot. So that's going to bump it up to a 3 for the double play. So 1-3, we got an inning-ending double play. We do not. It's a 6, so actually Carlton's going to make it to second. Nettles' only play was the first. Apparently he bobbled it, trying to hurry. And he does get the out 5-3. And Dave Cash has grounded out to Nettles 3 straight times on a 5-3 ground out for some unusual activity there. 2 down, infield back to normal. Strategy roll again, not that Carlton's going, but it's 20, so a 1. They will pick Steve Carlton off sleeping. Nope, he gets back. So, hello, Mr. Little. How are you? Good to see you there. Doug, if I didn't say hello to you, hello. Hunter, 6-1, the walk chance. 3 will walk him. He's a 4. Actually, he's a 5 against righties, +1 from the stadium, so he does walk him. Keeps the inning going. 2 outs, 2 on for you-know-who, Mike Schmidt. He's already homered his first time up, so home run here would definitely pump the Philly crowd up. Hunter, 6-4. That's a possible error on a throw. And Mike Schmidt, 6-6. Ground ball to the pitcher. That's a 2. That's an 11. That's an error on a throw. We're going to assume he's going to throw it to first because you would think that's what the pitcher would do. So it's an error on the throw. The question is, does it get by Chambliss? Chambliss is a 4. He's the receiver on this throw. If it gets a 5 or a 6, this ball is going to get by him for a 2-base error. It does. It's a 2-base error. Carlton will score. Boa goes to third. Well, actually, no, he won't score automatically. You got to check the run ready. My bad. Caught that myself. Caught it. All right, so it's a 1-3. If we roll 3 or less, Carlton will score. He does not, so he's got to hold. So the error, even though it kind of got away from Chambliss a little bit, it did not get far enough away for Carlton to score. It's an E1 on Catfish, and that's going to load the bases now for Luzinski. And RJL, you can double-check me and make sure I did that right. I think I did. Even though it got by the receiver, the base runner BR rating did not exceed the roll, so I believe he has to hold on there. Hello, Dwayne. How you doing? All right, bases loaded, 2 down. Catfish trying to get out of this, but he's got a tough customer in the bowl. 6-4, possible error on the throw again. Luzinski, 5-5. Boy, if he'd have been facing a lefty, that would have been a grand slam home run. But against a right-hander, it's just a fly to center to end the inning. So obviously no throw needed, as that's the 3rd out. But the Phillies leave them loaded. And boy, talk about something coming back to bite you. That probably will. If they lose this game, they can certainly dial it right back to that result. Had he been facing a lefty, that would have been a grand slam. But if some butts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas, wouldn't we? All right, so no runs, a hit, 1 error, and they left them loaded. That was the key stat, leaving them loaded. At the end of 5, it's 3-1 in favor of the Yankees. And Mr. Little, I wanted to commend you because you were very prophetic. You were very prophetic about Stratomatic and about the when you had that little back and forth with RJL. You said that the game company that gets into the fantasy football crowd or the mobile device crowd would have a leg up. And lo and behold, Strat Max is tapping into that mobile device crowd. So maybe they listened to your talk on that, and maybe they got some ideas. Don't know if Hal's going to give you any royalties for it, but I think that may be where that came from. So who knows? Hello, Mr. Utah Mike. How are you doing? But anyway, kudos for that because that was very thinking out of the box. So because that talk was a couple of years ago. So you were looking ahead apparently. All right, Carlton to Nettles, 3-1 is a walk chance, 6, and he will walk him. So Nettles with the leadoff walk, and traditionally leadoff walks come back to bite you, more so than a leadoff hit. Just something about a leadoff walk that seems to do it. Carlton, nothing on the strategy. Chambliss, Carlton and Chambliss. 5-1's a hit by pitch, but Carlton's a -6, so that takes that away. Chambliss, 3-1. Against a lefty, that's a S4, single pass second. Let's see if Nettles can make third. In order to make third, he needs a 3 or better. He is a 3, so Nettles will take third on the play. And the Phillies are in trouble as the Yankees have runners on the corners. And now the bullpen is going for the Phillies. They can't wait around too much longer, so they have right-handed activity in their bullpen. Mr. Ron Schuler is loosening in the pen. Actually, no, Mr. Simpson, their new addition, Wayne Simpson. He's got the freshest arm. He's loosening in the bullpen, right-hander. And now what do you do with the Phillies? You got nobody out and runners on the corners. If you play in, you can give up a big inning. If you play back for a double play, the run will score, but you get the 2 outs. But with Hunter on the mound, I think you can't afford to give up any more runs. So they're going to play the infield in. Carlton actually needs to pick somebody off again. 20, right on cue. That was not rigged, folks. That was right on cue. We roll a 20. 1-6 is a balk. 7. Now watch him balk in a run after I said all that. 7-11 is another pickoff. 16, everybody got back. So much for that. Carlton, 6-3 strikeout. Could use that too, and he got it. Strikes out Lou Piniella, 1 away with the strikeout. And with the infield, they're going to go to halfway now because Stanley's a 3 double play chance. So they like their odds on that. So they're going to play back for the double play halfway. Carlton, nothing happening. Carlton, 2-3 is a range play at the park. So the infield is halfway. If it goes to the infield, they're going to lose 1 off of their range. It's a 2-5, which is a single plus to center field. However, it's a range play to center, and you know who's patrolling center. 2/3 of the earth are covered by water. The other third is covered by Gary Maddox. He's a 5. So unless this is a 6, he's going to make the catch. He does. Now, is it a sacrifice fly? I can still get a sacrifice fly out of this thing. Stanley's sacrifice fly rating is a 2. Nope, that's not going to work. Nettles is a 3, but Maddox is a -2 arm, so it has to be a 1 to be successful. It is. So Fred Stanley, despite the potential issues there, does come through with a sacrifice fly to center field. Maddox threw it for all he was worth, but Nettles chugged along a little bit faster than what they thought, and he comes in with that run to make it 4-1, and that was a killer there for Carlton. He thought he was going to get out of the inning, and he almost did. But Carlton, 6-3, strikeout chance 17. Obviously, with the pitcher up, he's going to strike him out, and that's going to end the inning. But the Yankees get a big run, big insurance run here in the 6th. They do it on just the one hit. That leadoff walk came in to score. Again, I talked about that leadoff walk. It happens every time. Leadoff walks will come back to really bite you. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, and we are looking at now a 4-1 game. They've given Catfish Hunter a 3-run lead to work with. Dick Allen is stepping to the plate. Don't know how much longer Carlton's going to go. He can face 29 batters. He's faced 27, so he's probably near the end. Catfish can face 33, so he's good to go for sure. Catfish 2-5, possible error on a ground ball. 3-3, and that's a fly to center, so no error on a ground ball there. Hauled in by Mr. Bonds. 1 away for Tim McCarver. No, I'm sorry, not Tim McCarver, Jay Johnstone. I don't know how McCarver got up there. Can't bet out of turn, Mr. Tim. You know that. So it is Johnstone. He's 1 for 2. 5-6, and that is the ballpark cards. We're going to Veterans Stadium once again for Jay Johnstone. 1-3. He's going to ground it to first, and Chambliss will take it himself. 2 up and 2 down for Gary Maddox. They may try to get Carlton through one more inning. I don't know. With the right-handers coming up for the Yankees, they may go ahead and go to the bullpen. Hunter, 1-6, strikeout chance 1. He got him. So Catfish Hunter large and in charge. A 1-2-3 inning go the Phillies. And after 6 complete, it is 4-1 in favor of the Yankees. And the Phillies will go ahead and make a call to the bullpen. They will bring in Wayne Simpson, a right-hander. And much to the dismay of RJL, there will be a double switch. So let's see who they're going to go. They're going to remove Dick Allen from the game. Dick Allen will come out. The pitcher spot will go into number 5 part of the order. And the new first baseman will be Tommy E.F. Hutton. So make sure you listen up. Tommy E.F. Hutton is going to be the new first baseman and bat in the number 9 spot. So Hutton will bat in the number 9 spot. He's a .248 hitter, left-handed. And Mr. Dick Allen will be out of the ball game. Defensively, Hutton is a much superior first baseman, but when you're down by a couple runs, you really want offense, but they thought that was the best move to make. And they made it. So Wayne Simpson, no relation to Bart, will be in the game to face the top of the order. Bonds, Alomar, and White, right-hander in 2 switches. And then Munson, a righty behind him, so that's why they went to the right-hander. Simpson, 3-5, and we're back to the ballpark card again, but we've gone to Veterans Stadium quite a bit in this game. 1-2, ground ball to third, and Mr. Schmidt is up to the task again. 1 away. Good start for Simpson. Brings up Alomar. 4-1 is a blank to a lefty. Alomar's a switch bat and left-handed. Go to Alomar. 1-4, popped to first. And the new first baseman, Tommy Hutton, makes the play. You bring a new defensive guy in, the ball just finds you. And if anybody came in late, the reasons you see Simpson there is I added a pitcher for each of the teams because of the 3-man rotation. To get them 10 pitchers, they needed 7 in the bullpen. So Simpson was added, and Larry Gura was added for the Yankees. So they each added a pitcher to make them 10-man pitching staff and a 15-man batting order. Since it was only a 3-man rotation. A 4-man rotation, I wouldn't have done it, but a 3-man rotation, that's why I did it. All right. Roy White. Simpson to White, 3-1, possible error on a ground ball. White, 1-2, ground ball to third. That is an 8. Let's check Schmitty. Schmidt is an 8, so it will be an error on Mike Schmidt. You would think on that carpet he would get the true hop, but he just took his eye off it a little bit, and it's a 2-out error. Can't blame Simpson on that one. He should be out of the inning. Strategy roll. Simpson, 3-5, and we're back to the ballpark again. We're just going to Veteran. I might as well leave Veteran Stadium glued out here because we keep going there. This time for Munson, 2-4. That's a single plus to left field. So that means the run on first automatically gets third, and Munson has to try for the double. Luzinski in left field, his power arm is a +1. Munson's a 3, so 1-4, he makes it 5, he holds 6, he might be out. It's a 6. So I'm thinking, let me double check my chart here on that plus. Let's see. Roll 6, potentially thrown out second, use second 1d6 to check outfield. So we're going to this second arm, and it's a +1 for Luzinski. So that means a 1-2. We go to a third chart, 3-6. He holds. He's going to hold. So Munson puts on the brakes, and runners are at the corners with 2 down. For Mr. Nettles. Now with a lefty coming up, what do you do with that? Do they go I think you have to go to the bullpen here. If you're the Phillies, you're behind. You can't afford to give up another run. And if you can get that lefty advantage, you do it. So they're going to Tom Hinkeldorf, a lefty, better pitcher anyway, a 2.14 ERA. So Hinkeldorf will be in to pitch against Nettles in a big spot. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. Strategy rolls still going. Nothing. Hinkeldorf to Nettles, 1-1, walk plus. That's not what they brought him in for, but he just walked Nettles to load the bases. for Chris Chambliss. Now right-hander activity in the bullpen for the Phillies. Gene Garber is up, and he's loosening in case they get to Lou Piniella. Of course, they could pinch hit for Piniella as well. Nothing on the strategy. Hilgendorf to Chambliss. 5-1, strikeout 8. He strikes out of 7, but the stadium adds 3, so Hilgendorf strikes him out, and the Yankees leave him loaded. No runs on just a 1 hit and an error and a walk. And so they keep the Yankees off the board. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It is 4-1 Yankees, but it could be a lot worse. Hilgendorf got it done. If you want to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," you can. I've already been told my 7th inning my singing is not up to par, so I'm not going to do anything like that. I will let somebody else do it off video. So, all right, McCarver is the personal catcher for Carlton, but he's still a good hitter, so we're going to leave him in there. And facing Hunter, although he is 0 for 2 on the day. 4-4, strikeout chance, and he got him. So McCarver out on strikes. And that's going to bring up Tom Hutton, who came in on the double switch. He is in the number 9 spot now at first base. So he will be on for his first at bat against the Catfish. 4-3, and that is a blank to a lefty. Would have been a strikeout plus to a righty. So Hutton, 6-3, is going to ground it to second. Alomar is there, and it doesn't look good for the Phillies. They're looking to go down 3-1 and be in strong peril for the rest of the series, having to win 1 more in Philly and have to win 2 in the Yankee State or in Shea Stadium. Hunter 2-4. That's a walk chance. 19 though, way too much. Cash 1-5 pops to second. That's going to end the inning. And it seems like Catfish is just getting stronger. He's retired 7 in a row. In fact, the last guy to reach was when he made an error. So he's retired 7 in a row and just seems to be getting stronger as the game goes along. We go to the 8th. Still 4-1 Yankees. But as RJL likes to say, the game is never over in inside pitch, or almost never over. So here's Lou Piniella. There'll be Piniella, Stanley, and Hunter. Hunter can face 33 batters. He's faced 28, but the way he's pitching, you're not taking him out. So Hilgendorf with the pitch. 2-2, hit by pitch. He's a 10, -5, but that's a 1, so he plunks Lou Piniella to start the top of the 8th. First hit by pitch of the game. And that'll bring up the chicken man, Fred Stanley. Normally it'd be a good bunting situation with a pitcher on deck. We're not going to do that. No matter what comes up on strategy, we're not doing that. So Hilgendorf, 1-1, walk plus to Stanley, and he will walk him. So how you like that? A hit by pitch and now a walk, and Hilgendorf has kind of lost control. He's got the Depends undergarment loss of control player of the game so far. Now, potentially, the infield corners are in for the Phillies. Strategy roll, nothing happened. Well, 18 is going to bunt, obviously. So, Catfish is going to bunt, but first Hilgendorf gets to pitch. 5-5 is a wild pitch. 11, that's a potential pass ball. We look at the catcher, McCarver. He's only a 2. If you roll a 2 or a 3 or higher, it's going to be a pass ball. And it is, so it's pass ball. That's going to get the runners up an extra base. Pass ball on McCarver. That's huge. They didn't need the bunt now because of the fact, and you know what? The Yankees are going to make a controversial decision. Jim Catfish Hunter is being pulled. They're going for the kill shot, and they want to score some runs. And they've got a good bullpen, so Sparky Lyle is already loosening the pen. He can go 2 innings for sure to get the save if need be, if it is a save situation, as it turns out. So now we're going to have Walt No Neck Williams is going to pinch hit. Pinch hit for Hunter, Walt No Neck Williams. And what do you do if you're the Phillies? Well, what you do is you bring in Gene Garber. That's what you do. Bring in one of the best you have because it's game time and you can't screw around. So Gene Garber is coming on. Infield is in with nobody out. So a lot of wheels are turning in both dugouts. Williams is still going to pinch hit. They're not going to bring in a lefty. They're going to let Williams hit. He's a good hitter, 281 hitter. Hello, Mr. Steve. How you doing? So you're watching this fantastic managing mind going on. You can't find this anywhere else on YouTube, folks. I'm managing both teams like a genius. So we'll see which genius side works out over the other. 19, he's not going to squeeze, so Garber will pitch. Infield is in. He needs a K. 2-3, he's got a K chance. 14, that's an 11, but the stadium adds 3, so the 14 is good. And bringing in Gene Garber was the ticket for not the season ticket, but it was the ticket for the Phillies. One down, here's Bobby Bonds. They're going to give him the free pass to load the bases and set up a potential double play. But the infield's still going to be in because Garber's a -1 double play rating, and Alomar's not a good double play rating. But they do get the force at any base with the infield in. Well, they get the force at home and then, try to get out of the bigger jam. All right, strategy roll for Garber. Well, he can't pick anybody off, so I really didn't need the strategy roll. All right, here is Alomar. Garber to Alomar. He could use a K. 1-4. It's the ballpark card, like we haven't gone there 1,500 times already. That's dangerous. 4-2. It's a home run to the pull side. Alomar's a 2, but that's a 6. It's a failed home run, but it's an automatic sacrifice fly on a failed home run check. So sacrifice fly for Alomar. And that goes to, he's a pull side, so it goes to right field. So that will score Piniella. There are now 2 outs, but the extra run scores. It's now 5-1. 5-1. So Alomar got it done. That'll bring up Roy White. Roy White. Garber trying to get out of the no strategy rolls are now off. Garber, 5-5's a walk chance, and that's going to load the bases. So Garber having some issues. And after Roy White, who do we have coming up now but the captain, Thurman Munson. Tug McGraw in the bullpen ready to go in case Garber has further issues. He would be facing Nettles if Garber can't get Munson. 6-5, strikeout chance 8. He's a 5, but the stadium adds 3. So again, Veterans Stadium gives the strikeout to the pitcher to end the inning. But the Yankees do get that run. It is no longer a safe situation, but the Yankees don't care. They're not going to screw around. They are going to be bringing in, I believe they're going to bring in Mr. Sparky Lyle, or they might bring in a righty. They might bring in Dick Tidrow, actually, since it's not a safe situation. But Sparky Lyle is on call if need be. So for the Yankees, a run, they do it on no hits. There was a hit by pitch, and 3 walks in the inning with a sacrifice fly. So no hits, and they leave them loaded. So we go to the bottom of the 8th with a 4-1 score. And now I get my lineups together here to make sure I've got everybody in the right spot. Williams, a pinch hitter, is out of there. So we've got Nettles, Chambliss, Piniella, Stanley, the pitcher. Okay, now we're straight. All right, so coming into the game for the Yankees will be Dick Tidrow, a right-hander. Dick Tidrow coming on to pitch for the Yankees as they have a 5-1 lead, but if Tidrow struggles, Sparky Lyle will be in the wings waiting. Tug McGraw is loosening the pen. He will come in and pitch the 9th. So Garber's day is done, actually. Take him out of there. His day is done. So Tidrow is on, and Tidrow will be facing Boa, Schmidt, and Luzinski. This is the heart of the order. Time for the Phillies to make hay if they're going to make any hay at all. Tidrow, 6-6. Range play. We're going to Larry Boa for a range check. 4-4, and that is a fly to left field. We're checking the range of Roy White. He's pretty good. Roy White's range is a 4. So 1-4, and Roy White will make the catch. And he does, so puts Boa away easily. 1 down for Michael Jack Schmidt. But the Phillies are running out of outs. They got 5 outs left. Get something done. Tidrow, 2-3, and why not go back to the ballpark? We've been there the whole day. Might as well go back. And now Schmidt gets a home run. It's gone on the ballpark card. If home run comes up, it's automatically gone. 4-5. It's not a home run. It's a power result to right field. That's a 19, which he just misses because the ballpark only goes to 17. So it's a deep fly to right field, but pulled in out there by Piniella right at the track for out number 2. Just a loud out and nothing else. So bad break there for Michael Jack Schmidt, who had homered in the first inning for the Phillies' only run. Tidrow, 1-1 walk plus. He will give a 2-out walk to Lazinski. So 2-out walk to Lazinski, who's, again, strategy rolls are off. Oh, pitcher spot is up. That's right, because we did a double switch, so the pitcher spot is up. So we need a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Garber. And they need a lefty since they've got a righty in the pen. And they're going to go with one of their backup catchers, Johnny Oates, a lefty. So Johnny Oates will be on. Johnny Oates. They do have downtown Ollie Brown, but he's right-handed, and they'd rather save him if Sparky Lyle comes up. So we're going to have Mr. Oates, one half of the Hall & Oates. She's gone. So here's Tidrow to Oates, 5-6. Home run question mark against a lefty. It's 1-9. That fails. So Oates has no chance, but he'll swing. 2-3, fly to center, and that's going to end the inning as Oates is retired. And Tidrow does the job here in the 8th, keeps the score 5-1 as Phillies get a walk but nothing else. We go to the 9th, it'll be Tug McGraw coming in for the Phillies. Try to keep the score where it is. Tidrow might actually pitch both innings. Can face 8 batters. But again, you always have Sparky Lyle lurking. So McGraw will be facing Nettles, Chambliss, and Piniella. 2 out of 3 are left-handed. Hence the move to McGraw. 6-1, walk chance, 20 is too high. Go to Mr. Nettles. 2-4, fly to left field. The Bull puts it away. Luzinski, 1 away. Chambliss is your batter. McGraw, 6-4, blank. We go to Chambliss. 4-4, and that's a liner right to Boa for 2 outs. So they hit McGraw hard, but right at him. It's an Adam ball. And that brings up Sweet Lou. Got hit by a pitch his last time up. Tug McGraw, 1-4 is a home run question mark, and that passes automatically with a 20. But Piniella had no home runs on the season, so no home run chance there. Piniella, 1-3 is a ground ball to Schmidt, and that's going to end the inning. So McGraw goes a 1-2-3 9th. But we're down to the last chance for the Phillies. Is there going to be any what they call 9th inning magic? Due up for the Phillies, it'll be John Stone, Maddox, and McCarver. Those are the scheduled hitters, followed by Hutton. They do have downtown Ollie Brown on the bench if needed. So will there be any 9th inning magic? We shall see. Dick Tidrow can face 8 batters. He has faced 4, so he's still good to go. 6-1, strikeout chance. He got him. So John Stone is out on strikes for 1 away, and that's going to bring up Gary Maddox. And the Veterans Stadium hopeful are starting to groan a little bit. Hello, Tim. How you doing? Tidrow, 2-6, hit by pitch. He's a 9, plus the 9's an 18. 16 fits, so he hit him. Perhaps that's payback for when they hit Lou Piniella. I don't know. Wouldn't think you want to mess around with that in the 9th inning of a game, but you never know what got ordered there. Here's McCarver. Again, strategy rolls are off. Tidrow, 4-2. That against a lefty's a walk chance. That's an 11. He will walk him. So all of a sudden, Tidrow having some issues. And with Hutton coming up, that's going to be it for Tidrow. They're going straight to Sparky Lyle, and the Phillies are going straight to downtown Ollie Brown. So Hutton's going to be removed. He didn't stay in the game very long, and downtown Ollie Brown will get the call to face Sparky Lyle. And if you've never done it in a baseball game, managing both sides is actually quite fun, at least in my opinion. Kind of always, you kind of playing against yourself a little bit. So Lyle will be facing downtown Ollie Brown. Again, strategy rolls are off. Lyle, 2-4. That's a wild pitch chance. 9, that is a wild pitch. So double play is now out of the equation. Double play has been taken out of the equation. Lyle, and infield is back. They'll give it the run. They need outs. Lyle, 1-3. That's a straight up S1 right there. That's going to score both runs because you score automatically from second on a S1. So that's a 2-run single by the pinch hitter, Ollie Brown. And again, I'm telling you folks, you can't get managing like this anywhere else on YouTube. Just accept it, and, you know, it's my world and everybody else is just trying to live in it as far as managing goes. I might have crappy equipment, but I got the best managing going on. So it is now 5-3, and Dave Cash, your batter. Still only 1 out. Infield halfway. Sparky Lyle, 5-6. Possible error. Could this be the 9th inning magic the Phillies were looking for? Cash, 1-1. Single to left. There is no error because that's a 12. And Luzinski's only a 7, but it is a single to left. Let's see if Ollie Brown can do anything on a single to left. Actually, it's not. It's Roy White, and he's got even less. He's got only a 5 error rating. So a single to left. First throw is a -2. Brown is a 3. It becomes a 1, and he's got a hold. So, but Cash gets the base hit, and now Sparky Lyle getting a little befuddled as he's given up 2 singles in a row. The first 2 batters he faces. All right. Sparky Lyle. As I drop the D20, Sparky Lyle gets a respite on the mound to try to regroup. Larry Boa, your batter. 3-1, strikeout chance, and that respite seemed to help. Struck him out for out number 2. But who's up next but Mr. Michael Jack Schmidt? Can't ask for much more drama than that. A 3-run homer would walk it off, but you can't. You'd be looking at dice rigging if this was a 3-run homer right now. It's got to. You would have to think. Sparky Lyle doesn't give up many home runs, so unless it goes to the ballpark. 6-4. It's a strikeout chance. 5 got him. Sparky Lyle comes back and strikes out Boa and strikes out Schmidt to end the game. The Phillies do get the 2 runs to make it closer. 5-3, your final. Yankees win it and take a 3-1 lead in the series. Sparky Lyle gets a very shaky save. In fact, both runs that scored were actually charged to Tidrow. So Sparky Lyle has no runs charged against him. Catfish Hunter the winner. Steve Carlton the loser. And Sparky Lyle the save. Yankees lead it 3-1, and my voice kind of held out, which I was very happy about. I was kind of worried about that, but I didn't cough. I might have sniffled a little few times, but I didn't cough, which was good. At least I don't think I did. Maybe I did earlier on, but it held out long enough to get the job done. So let's check the totals real quick for the Yankees. Let's see. They got 5 runs. How many hits do they have? 4, 6, 7, 8. I got them for 8 hits. And 1 error. That was actually on Catfish Hunter. And the Phillies, let's see, did they have any? I don't think they had any errors. Oh, they did. Schmidt made an error. Not bad. Schmidt made an error. See how many hits they had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got them for 7 hits. So unofficially, I've got the Yankees winning this game 5-3. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Yankees. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Phillies. Again, winning pitcher was Catfish Hunter. Losing pitcher was Steve Carlton. Sparky Lyle gets the save. The Phillies will come back for the last time at the Vet. Game 5, Larry Christensen on the mound as their playoff lives are in jeopardy. And he'll be facing lefty Rudy May. That's a rematch of Game 2 won by the Yankees. And this is the first time the visiting team has won in the series, so the Yankees have bucked that trend as well. So thank you all for tuning in, spending part of your Saturday morning with me. Don't forget to tune in to RJL's 1972 season tonight. Check out what's going on with that, as he is the master of inside pitch. Hello, Midlife. I don't know if I saw you earlier. Apologize if I didn't catch you earlier. Kind of got into the game and lost the chat a little bit once I got excited with the game, but that's going to happen. That's why I'm used to recording, not live streaming, but I thought today would be a good day to do so. Rainy outside, can't do anything outside. I have to do it all inside, so that's that, as they say. I have not obviously forgot about the 93 World Series. That'll be played, but I want to get this World Series done first and move on to more modern times in 1993. So one game away from potentially finishing this if the Yankees pull it off in Game 5. If not, we're going to go back to Shea Stadium for Game 6, and that would be a rematch of the Game 3 pitching, which is Doc Medich against Tom Underwood. And remember, in Game 3, Tom Underwood pitched a masterpiece for the Phillies. Don't know if he can do it again, but the Phillies are hoping he gets the chance because that'll mean they're still around in the series. So that's going to do it from here. Hope you all enjoy that presentation of Inside Pitch. Once I get these two projects done with Inside Pitch, I'm excited to get some other stuff done with some other games, including Stratomatic. So, but I'll figure out what's going to happen when that happens. So until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, how you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.